Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Detroit Red Wings franchise mode here in NHL 21. So in last episode, we had round 1 against the Tampa Bay Lightning, and unfortunately we lost because we just could not get enough offense going, and our goaltending, I believe, was not great. Let me take a look actually again because I don't remember. Go to this contract screen and then take a look at our goaltender. I know Nguyen played one game and he was okay, right? Yeah, Nguyen was really good when he played with us in the playoffs this year, but Howe has kind of dropped the ball a bit. So, yeah, I'm not really sold on our team yet, but I think we're making some good progress in the right direction, especially with our young defensive core and stuff like that. But this offseason we're going to have is probably going to be the biggest we're going to have because we're going to have this draft. And then we're going to probably, in next episode, which would be free agency, we're probably going to be picking up some big players. I wrote down, like, basically some projected lines if I could get these guys. And I think our team is going to be a lot better if these guys hit free agency that I'm looking at. But I will talk to you guys about that in a second. We do have a comment I'd like to go over before we get into the draft. That is from HawksFan88. He says, I think you should take Timothy Aker with your first pick. Since goal scoring is listed as one of his strengths, Alexandrov is probably just a playmaker and you need somebody who could score, which I totally agree with. I do really like Alexandrov, so I think I might still try and get him at some other pick, like try and trade for a early second, because I think that's where he was projected to go, if I'm not mistaken. Where was he projected? He was projected to go around 40th, but the scout ranking has him at 36, so we would probably have to trade for an early second round pick, but he says to go with Timothy Aker with our pick, which Timothy Aker is this dude right here. He's got some pretty good attributes. The only thing that's bad for him is his physical, which is kind of weird because he's kind of a decently big guy and he's not got really good defensive stats, but still we definitely need that type of guy that could goal score. So we are going to probably draft Aker with our pick this year. Also, I said Resign stage-wise, anything you recommend, and Hawks fans said I think it would be fairly easy to make a trade for Alexandrov because he was mentioning about the Alexandrov thing. In terms of re-signings, I would hold off on re-signing Landeskog until the last 1 or 2 days of the re-sign stage, then look at pending free agents and see if there's any good snipers that might be going to free agency. If not, then just re-sign Landeskog. And I did say to him that Brock Besser might be hitting free agency, which is one of the guys I would like to bring in. So if Brock Besser hits free agency, then we're probably going to let the Landeskog go. And then if, basically we might also let go of guys like Foodie and Veleno is what I wrote down, because I do have a center I think I would like to bring in, which could potentially be Bo Horvat from not Vancouver, because I'm pretty sure he's not in Vancouver anymore in this, so... Anyways, let's get into this draft and see if we could get Aker, and then, like I said, we would need to trade for early seconds. So if we're going to trade for an early second, it would be this one from Boston, who wants to actually move it. So Boston, what do you want for this early second? Might as well try and make this trade already. We could give you one of our seconds, the early one from Colorado, and then we could we don't have a lot of picks this year's draft. I could give him a third for next year. We don't have a second already for next year, but I think I'll give him a third from next year. I think that makes total sense. We're only moving up 8 spots, but it's to more guarantee us to get Alexandrov. Wait, 40th overall. No, we need to move up just in case. Yeah, we're going to do this. So a second and a third for that second, and that is accepted. So thank you, Boston, for that deal. Hopefully we can still get Alexandrov at that point. Hopefully he doesn't randomly go in the first round. But let's see who goes first overall. The Ottawa Senators are going to take Berard, the son of Brian Berard, who was a Sens draft pick. Joking. Hunter Berard. Pretty good stats. Maybe this guy's actually like the Connor Bedard of the future or something. But yeah, this guy's got really good shooting and stuff like that, so he's going to be a very good player for the Sens. Calgary at number 2 is going to take Taratukin, a defenseman. Good pickup for them. Boston's going to take Tuomanen. Damn, this draft actually looks a little bit weak because some of these guys aren't NHL ready yet. So Alexandrov, if we get him, might be a top 6 forward. Tucker's a grinder who's medium elite in 75. What the heck? Yeah, this is a really weird draft. I've had back-to-back weird drafts because I just recorded the Atlanta episode you guys would have seen yesterday. And yeah, It was kind of an interesting one. Wow, this is a really bad draft. Okay, let's sim to our pick now. And we are going to grab that Acre guy. Yep, we could still get Acre because we don't know anything about Rammer. And we don't know anything about Salmon. And this, even though this guy does look decent, we need to bring in Acre. So welcome to the Detroit Red Wings, Timothy Acre. He's probably going to be a top 6 forward. Yep, he's a 64 sniper, top 6. Not too bad. His offensive awareness and stuff like that isn't great yet, but it will probably develop into being pretty solid. So that's a good pickup for us. And with number 32, did Alexandrov go before? Probably not. Wow, Hedstrom was at 74. Huh. Anybody else intriguing after our pick? No, not really. Okay, so we are going to get Alexandrov with the first pick in this round. Even though we could go for a defenseman, we got already get one of the best defensive cores I think I've ever built. So we are going to go with Alexandrov here. We didn't probably need to trade up, but this guy is a gem. He's got no weakness. He's 3 years away, so he's probably a top 6 forward, but still I would like to bring in this guy. So welcome to the team, Nikita Alexandrov, and he's going to be a top 6 forward as well, 64. Okay, so not as great as I was hoping, but he's a playmaker to bring into this organization. His face-off stats could get better as well, so we might actually have a potential like future top line or something of Alexandrov and that guy we drafted in the first round in Acre. Yeah, potentially. So that was not too bad of a pick. We also have one more second to go through. Let's see what we can get in this. We could go with Brooks, who's a defenseman. He looks okay. Might be a top 4. There's also Tuukka Filppula. Filppula might be a power forward, which is pretty good. These power forwards look like they're probably top 9 now, to be honest. The defenseman we might get in this might be a low top 4. Let's just skim through this. B minuses. This is Solovyov's guy's pretty decent, but he does have a lot of weaknesses. Oh yeah, Phil Powell. I forgot about this guy. This guy might go next round, I think, or actually no, he's probably going late this round, right? This guy's a guaranteed top 6. I might take Phil Powell. You know he's an overager. Because this would be, would be an early 3rd rounder, and I don't think we have even a 3rd round pick. So I think I'm going to take Phil Powell, even though he's an overager. Just because I pinned him. He's 20 years old already, but he does have like really good stats, and he's 1 year away. So Phil Powell, welcome to the Detroit Red Wings. This might be a decent pick. And he's a 72 top 6 forward playmaker. Okay, that's pretty decent. Even though he's already 20, I think, yeah, he's AHL eligible, so we could play him in the AHL right away this year, so that's a pretty good pick. Let's sim to our next pick at 139, which is in the 5th round, because we don't got a lot of picks. Let's see, Allen, that's a pretty decent goalie prospect, but I don't know if we really need another one. Because I don't even remember which goalies I have in this. Because I have like 2 franchise modes going on at the same time, so it's kind of confusing to an extent. I think, wait, that wall guy had some decent attributes potentially. He's a big guy, 6'5", 226, jeez. We could go with him, or we could go with maybe one of these potentially elite guys, which none of them probably are. Or do we go with the goaltender, Nicholas Allen? I think we'll give Nicholas Allen the opportunity, maybe. Or we go with a defenseman. This guy's probably like a top 6 or a 7th D, which I don't really want. So yeah, we're just going to go with a goalie. Might as well add a goalie to our prospect pool. Medium fringe starter, 61. That's not too bad. Sim to our next pick. Is Waugh still available? Yeah, Waugh is still available. I didn't even remember that we had another 5th round pick. We could still get Waugh, so we'll get Waugh with our other pick, even though he's going to be probably a top 6D. Yep, he's a top 6D defensive defenseman. Might pan out, probably won't, but oh well. Decent pick. 6th round, we might have to start sorting by potential. Okay, maybe this guy's guaranteed to have no weakness, which means I'm going to take him. Yep, okay, Rickard Rutu, welcome to Detroit. That's probably another good pick. Bottom 6 forward, really? A bottom 6 forward with no weakness. This guy might have a... Yeah, he has a weird stat line. To an extent, like his shooting is actually not that bad for a guy that could play in the AHL, but a 54 bottom 6 at 18, he's not going to make the NHL. He's probably going to get signed at some point to the AHL, but that's kind of weird. No weakness, and he's still that bad. Dawson Bruin does not look great, but let's sort by potential and just see if we could find the best player available in the 7th round, which is probably going to be like finding a needle in a haystack, but this goaltender might be good. Not that we need more goalies, but I still might take him anyways. There's another decent goalie. This Grollo guy, Magic Hands, is a defenseman though. 5 years away. Magic Hands for a defenseman. Carcillo, 5 years away. I might just take another one of those goalies because they're probably going to be like kind of trade bait. So the first goalie, we don't really know for sure he's that good. He's looking like a fringe starter, and he's not supposed to go down 234, which is after the draft ends, which means he's probably not actually that good. What about this other guy, Chris Walker, 220? That's after the draft ends as well, potentially. This guy's already 19, though. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go with any of those goalies. We might just pick a random needle in the haystack. Yeah, we don't know any of these guys in this draft almost. Well, let's see, Grollo again. That's that defenseman, right, with Magic Hands. Yeah, I think I'll just take Grollo. Might as well. 7th D. A low 7th D. Damn. And he has Magic Hands. How does this guy have an 85 passing? Like, this guy might actually sim good in the NHL, but he's not going to probably make it. Okay, so that is the draft for us. So not a bad draft. We get Akir, Alexandrov, Powell, Allen, Waugh, Rutu, and Grollo. Okay, let's get to this resign stage. I did write down all the contracts I want to give players this year, just to make sure we have enough to get somebody like potentially like Brock Besser. And hopefully he actually hits free agency. We'll resign our associate coach, even though he might... he wants to be a head coach, but we'll give him the 586 for an assistant or associate. And we don't have any scouts, which is good. Okay. So now we get into this contract situation. I wrote down who I wanted, or what I wanted to give players. So Matthews, I am already going to give him a 7-year extension if I can. The reason being is because Matthews is an integral part of this team, and now he wants 13.58 for 7 years. I think I was able to put it down to like 8.415, but I'm going to have to do the 85% rule, which I literally just used in my Atlanta Thrashers thing. So just because I want to make sure I can get these guys on decent deals and manage the cap as best as we can. So 13.588 is like 11 and a half around. So we are going to have to still give him... Ow, he wants a lot for 8 years. What did he actually want? He only wanted 4 years, but he would still be a UFA by the end of it. We'll do a 7-year deal, but more than likely this guy's going to be an impact, like a piece that stays around for the next while. Like once Svechnikov's contract ends, we might have to let him go or at some point. 11.55 we'll do for 7 years, which I don't actually have a lot of cap space. I think I will give Larson, let me take a look. What did I want Larson? I had a 4-year deal at 2.175, but I might be able to get him for less than that. We have a 4-year 17.50 deal. And then Coley Minen is going to want a 2-way deal, so we'll sign him. We'll just qualify all these other guys because they will accept. You could technically qualify all our RFAs just to get them down in price, but some of these guys I would like to lock up long term, you know. And Reimer as well. There you go. Goalie wise, we'll qualify Lorentz. And then go to unsigned. We'll sign Phil Powell for the AHL. And Hobbs we'll wait on as well. Yeah, we're gonna wait on the rest of everybody. Yeah. And then UFA wise, let's go to the bottom of this list. Let go of Healy. I'll let go of Cunning, because Cunning's not going to pan out. Marks, low top 6 potential, but he's not growing, so we're going to let him go. We're going to sign our elite enforcer, even though he's already 22. And Walsh was a 4th rounder. We're going to let him go. Reuter, we're going to sign you since you're only a top 9 potential. And then we're going to let go of some of these old veterans, maybe. Actually, maybe we'll resign them. Well, let's get to the more important people first. So, Garon, we're going to give him an extension. So, I'll give Garon a 3-year deal at 72.5. Yeah, I think I'll talk him down to 7.25. There you go. And then I will let go of Foodie and stuff like that, like I said, for now. Just because I think I want to go for potentially Bo Horvat. We're going to also let go of Valeno for now, even though he's our longest serving player. And we're going to wait for Landeskog till like one of the last days. Lacerte wants a decent chunk of money, which I think I could talk him down to probably like 4.2. Xavier Jenner doesn't want to come back, so I'll wait on him from now. We're going to let go of Brett Leeson for now as well. Perrin's going to come back just as more as a face-off type of guy. I could talk him to 2.7 probably or something. Schneider's going to go as well, and then we'll sign some of these guys for the AHL if they are willing to come back. Some of them have been there for quite a long time, but hopefully they want to stay down there. And Andronov. And in goalie situation-wise, we're going to try and get Mui back again. And we're going to let go of this Fawcett guy, even though he's a starter potential. He's not going to pan out. Let's advance a day, see if we get all those guys back. Let's just go through this quickly. I think most of them accepted. Wow, most of them accepted on the UFA stats, so that's good. Matthews rejected and Larson's rejected, so we're going to have to get them back. We have still a decent amount of cap space. Let me get Matthews back and Larson back first before we worry about Xavier Jenner. A 4-year deal will only take him till he's 26, which I don't like. Yeah, we're going to do a 6-year deal, and we are going to try and get him to accept like maybe 10.5. I don't even know if that's 85%, but I'll offer it. And then Larson, I still want to keep him around for a while. We'll give him a 3-year deal like he wants. Give him $2 million. If these guys still reject, we might qualify them just to get them to a lesser money. And then, yeah, we're going to let go of Rogalski, I guess. We're going to advance a day, see if we get them. One of them rejected. Who was it that rejected? Matthews. Come on, Matthews. Matthews is one of these guys that just wants to hold up, but we're still going to give him a 6-year deal. Don't really care how long term, you know. I'll give you 6 years at 10.950, which might be even a bit of an overpayment, but he is going to be our top playmaker for a long time. Let's advance a day again. Actually, let's advance a day. Still rejecting. Oh, he doesn't like the duration that I'm giving him. We might have to just give him a 4-year deal and then give him a lot more. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll give him a 4-year deal, but eventually at the end of those 4 years, we're definitely going to have to pay him a lot of money. Might be a bit risky, but to get him to accept, we'll just give him a 4-year at like $8 million deal if he's willing to go that low. Let's see if he's going to accept, and he's still rejecting. Apparently he's not liking that money, so 4 years, we'll just give you what you want. I don't care. Just because I want to make sure I could offer these other guys. Yeah, he accepts. And all those RFAs we're accepting as well, which is good. We still have $29 million in cap space. We got 1 day left of free agency. And we're going to sign Jenner to a 1-year extension. We're going to give him 3... What did I write down? I think I wrote him down. 1 year, 265. I can't get him for that. We're going to give him 3,125. We're going to wait on Landeskog just because I want to make sure. Let's take a look at the pending free agents and see if Brock Besser's still going to hit free agency. So Brock Besser is not going to hit free agency, looks like. Damn. I think Vancouver re-signed him, which of course they did because we still need that elite scoring player. I mean, Jesse Pularvi's a good sniper, but he's not great. He's one of those players that could hit free agency, but we need a top-notch player, which means I might still bring back Landeskog. There is Lafreniere, but Lafreniere's not really a sniper. Johnny Gaudreau is going to drop off a cliff, and he doesn't even fit our top line. What about... Wait, this Oliveira guy's a two-way forward, but does he have good shooting? Not really. He's got good power, but that's it. Centers, any centers that actually are snipers? Hurdle, not really interested. Yeah, it looks like Brock Besser got an extension, which means we're going to bring back Gabriel Landeskog, or we're going to try to. Let me go to Vancouver for a sec to see if Besser got that extension. Yeah, Besser got an extension. I am really surprised that they were actually able to afford him. They do have still 26 million, but they are very top heavy. Like, look at these three guys all making really good money. And then Bjork's making good money, and then they're also playing like Quinn Hughes good money. Or actually Quinn Hughes was one of them, but yeah, they're paying a lot of players good money. So they're going to be in cap situation, which is not good, but hopefully Bo Horvat, I don't know if I saw if Bo Horvat was going to hit free agency, but let's give Landeskog a 1-year deal. And let's talk him to... Does he want to sign? He does. Okay, so we'll give him a 1-year deal. And I think I'll talk him to, like, just give him a little bit over 10 million just to make sure he accepts. So let's see if these guys accept, which most of them should. They both accept, which is great. And we still have how much money? We still have 45 million in cap space. Are we kidding me? Damn. Okay, so... let's see what we got here for our roster, and then we'll take a look at free agents available. So in terms of our centers, we got Matthews and Perrin. Oh yeah, because we were going to play some guys potential in the wing. I did let go also. I forgot about Foodie and stuff like that. So those guys still might come back if you guys want me to bring back Foodie and Veleno. But I think I would like to pick up maybe some new centers, because Foodie and Veleno both were struggling a bit last year. But we do still have Matthews, Perrin, Coley Minon's probably going to be playing as a winger, just because he has got some good shooting categories, good passing, and he's not good great face-off stats. So there's 3 roster players, 4, 5, 6, 7 roster players, maybe 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're going to probably still bring in some centers though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, our defense is pretty much set, except for we could use a 7th defenseman, and our goalie situation is good. Okay, so if we're going for a 7th D, let me just show you guys what's available in free agency. So like I said, we're going to need some centers. Is Bo Horvat available? I don't think so, unless he wants not a lot of money. Let's sort by overalls, because I know Bo Horvat was with a different team. I just don't remember what team he was with. Yeah, it doesn't look like he hit free agency. Of course, my plan that I had like a week ago is going down the tubes, because a lot of teams don't seem to actually have those players hit free agency like I wanted. Let me see if I could find where Bo Horvat is, just because I would like to still get him, but I don't think we're going to be trading players and stuff. I think we'll just sign some free agents. So yeah, Bo Horvat's with Washington. He signed there on a 2-year extension. That sucks, because I was going to get him potentially as like a 2nd or 3rd line center, but whatever. Okay, let's take a look anyways at what's available in free agency. We'll probably have to pick up at least 2 centers to replace Foodie and Veleno, or we could bring them back, I'm pretty sure. And then we could find a depth defenseman, and then I think that's all we pretty much need at this stage. Let's see, so let's see, center-wise, Byfield, but he wants a lot of money and a lot of term. He does fit our bottom 6 potentially. We're looking for somebody to fit first lines and stuff like that. Cole Sillinger. That might be an intriguing player to bring in for like 1 year. Even though he wants a lot of money. Actually, we only have 17 million in cap space. Never mind. We don't have a lot of cap space to work with. There's also Mr. Tate Buckley, who looks pretty good and might fit our penalty kill. With that 96 defensive awareness, that might be a good one to bring in. And he is a sniper. Well, Tate Buckley, you might be definitely the man. You are a UFA as well. Yeah, I think Tate Buckley would be a good person to bring in. So that would be our probably a good sniper to bring in, which would maybe help out some lines like if Landeskog was on the 2nd line. So anyways, yeah, Buckley might be one of those guys we bring in for center-wise. And then if we were to bring in another center, it'd probably be a lower overall. So somebody maybe like Ridley Greig. No, not Ridley Greig. I don't want Galchenyuk. Shore is a third liner, but he's 35 already. Eriksson Ek. There's some good third line options. So if you guys see anything you want me to bring in, let me know. Maybe we bring in Jean-Luc Foudy instead of what is it? Yeah, the other Foudy. Losing my mind right now. And in depth defensively, we could bring in just any depth defenseman, really. It doesn't really matter who. As long as they have good defensive stats like Caleb Jones, maybe. Or maybe somebody like Jorgen Martinson. Only 23 years old. Is he an RFA? Yeah, he's an RFA, never mind. But still, anyways, there's a lot of good depth options. Yakupov, maybe. There's a lot of options out there. And let's sort by potential just for fun, just to see if there's anybody out there. Medium elite, but he's 80 and he's already 25. Not great. And an enforcer who's a low elite in 24 and he's 73 overall. Sucks that this guy never panned out for the Islanders. Couple other low elites. There's a low elite left winger, 19 years of age, UFA. Okay, so this guy might get signed, Marco Spooner, just for the AHL. Just to give us some other prospects in there. And yeah, that's pretty much that. I need goalie prospects. Medium elite, 19 years of age, but probably not going to be great. There actually is 2 teams interested in him. That's just kind of intriguing. Carolina and Pittsburgh. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Detroit Red Wings franchise mode. So in next episode, we will sign some free agents, and then hopefully this team is really good next season. Like, I think we could, if we pick up some good centers to replace Foligno and Foudy, I think this team could be a good team next year. But I said that about like almost every season for the last few years. So let me know what you guys think anyways down below, and I'll see you guys next time.